Good morning. Well, we just finished harvesting the rhubarb. It was a lot. I made rhubarb cake, rhubarb jam, and rhubarb pie. And I used up a little bit of the rhubarb that was in my freezer from last year, but I ended up putting like a quart and a half of rhubarb in the freezer after making all that stuff. So if you have a rhubarb recipe you want me to try, send it my way. I've got plenty of rhubarb and I'll make the recipe. So I want to show you my jam. I made strawberry rhubarb jam, and this makes me delighted because this is really rude. Incoming call. Strawberry rhubarb jam makes me delighted because my grandma used to make strawberry rhubarb jam. And when I went to visit, there was always mashed potatoes. And in the morning, she'd have leftover, and she made mashed potato bread, which, if you haven't had mashed potato bread, you're just missing out in life. And we would put strawberry rhubarb jam on the mashed potato bread. So it makes me happy that I was able to make this. I've never made jam before. Today I want to tell you a story about pie. I made this rhubarb pie. It's probably the ugliest pie that I've ever made. But look, someone already's taken a piece. It's gluten-free, and the crust, it rolled out okay, but it's really hard to pick it up when it's gluten-free. So probably would have been better if I just made a one crust pie with crumb crust topping, but I don't know, I feel like that's too sweet. So here's my pie, my ugly pie with the cracked crust. And I haven't tried it yet, but one time when I was young, I made pies for an ice cream social at church. And I made 3 pies. I think I made an apple, a cherry, and I'm not sure. I bet I made a peach or something. And it was a lot of work. And after the second pie, I was really regretting volunteering to bring 3 pies. But I got them done, and I took them to the church. And for some reason, I don't remember why I didn't attend the ice cream social, or maybe I left early. I sort of hate things like that anyway, but one of my friends had stayed till the end, and she told me that nobody ate my pies at first because they thought they were ugly. Everyone else had brought pretty store-bought pies. And they ran out of pie and had to go get my ugly pies out of the kitchen. And they broke into those pies, and they regretted saving them for last. They said those were the best pies they had ever eaten in their lives. So don't be afraid to make homemade pie. Don't be afraid for it to be ugly, because you really can't beat homemade crust and homemade pie filling with something bought from the store that may look prettier. And it probably looks prettier because they used ingredients that changed the consistency of the crust, maybe not for flavor, but for ease of handling. Anyway, I just think that's kind of a good lesson in life, that they always say you can't judge a book by its cover, and you can't judge a pie by its crust. So when you're walking through life, make sure that you look within and you get beneath the surface on things before you make a judgment. Yeah, I'm not going to find that at the store.